Hi, it's me, your boyfriend slash girlfriend slash day friend's favorite content creator. And you know what, you guys? I'm sick. As you can hear in my voice or see in my face, I am sick of fake gamers. Now, it's no surprise that in the most recent years, there's been an influx of, I would say, grifters in games. People who don't really play games or don't really appreciate games in the way you would think actual gamers would. You've seen it 100 times. It's the people who are constantly making articles or videos about articles, or articles about videos that about articles that about videos they've put out about. It's just an Ouroboros of bullshit. But effectively, it's people who want the acclaim of being gamers, but actually being real gamers. Which brings me to Elon Musk, which ironically is something I didn't think I had to talk about on this particular channel, because he's usually very separate from the gaming side of things. But Elon Musk has kind of always tried to portray himself as this like uber nerd gamer guy who's super cool and everyone loves. And I always felt that was kind of fake, because why are you trying so hard? And with the most recent things to come out about him, I think it's pretty safe to say that Elon Musk is not this uber cool gamer or uber cool guy to begin with. In fact, I think Elon Musk fucking sucks, and people who like him also suck. So where does this all come from? Well, a couple of days ago, Elon Musk was streaming on his website Path of Exile 2. Now, full disclosure, I am not a Path of Exile 2 expert, nor a Path of Exile expert. I've never played them. I wanted to give it a try, but I've never played it. So I am not speaking from this side of any kind of authority. However, I've seen videos from people who are very clearly experienced in that game. In fact, there's one video you guys should check out. I'll link it in the description. That goes into a lot of depth as to why what Elon Musk has as a character and how he plays makes no sense. But long story short, Elon Musk has a very, very, very high level character in the hardcore mode of the game that would have taken literally thousands of hours to achieve. And so he would have a lot of base experience. And yet when he was playing the game, he was doing shit that was so basic that there was no way he could be the level he's at, knowing what he knows.
Elon! I just want to see what level is this guy, and what league is he playing? Is he actually playing hardcore? All right, okay, scrolling around. All right, ooh, big juice, huge juice. 2 T15 maps, an ID gear in his bag. Oh, he's going. Oh shit, Hoa gloves, bro. He must be Trade League, right? Elon's maps. What about the maps in the inventory, bro? Like what? What? What about the maps in his inventory? He's trying to click. Let's grayed out. He's not played this before, has he? Bro, he's not played this game before, has he? He's 100% getting piloted. He isn't. What? He's got the maps in his inventory. He went out and grabbed the map.
Someone at level 96 has died at position 20 on the ladder, so it's really tough. That would have taken a long time to get to level 96, and that player would have been very good. And someone, like the game, like actually mentions, like when people die on the hardcore ladder. Excellent.
If I could make this a little different, talk about a different game, this would be like if you were playing like an RPG. Let's say you were playing let's say you were playing Elden Ring, for example, and you still had that on your like Radigan Sword Seal and you're level like fucking 400, and you didn't know to take that off, or you didn't know not to hug the Lady of Death at the bed who gives you a little debuff, and you just had it on and you had no idea what was going on. You know, it's like, it's mechanics, it's things that had you played the game for any length of time, you would have picked up on. It's ironic that I also mentioned Elden Ring, because that's when I first thought Elon Musk was a dumb fake gamer guy, because his Elden Ring build is so unoptimal. But if you understand he's a guy who thinks he's smarter than everyone else, it makes sense. Because why the fuck are you, first off, your hotbar menu, a mess. But why are you using 68 int and then rolling around with 2 shields? Why would you have a stamina build shield, a stamina build in necessity, but then have high int. What are you doing? Like, and then he was like, I will change out in case like fat rolls. No one fat rolls. If you fat roll, you fucked up. Like, that's every Dark Souls game. We never want to fat roll. There's no advantage to that. You're better off having lower equipment load, so you can at least medium. You're better off with that than fat roll. Holy shit. But again, as someone who's played Elden Ring and other Souls games, I know that. As someone who has a high level character in Path of Exile, he should know how to use the actual map, because he would have used it thousands of times and he couldn't do it. In fact, there was a tab called Elon's Maps, which maybe he's weird like that, but if I'm playing my own game, I don't have my own name in there as like a look here screen. But if someone were to say, be playing for me and needed me to have like little baby step notes, they'd probably be like, hey, TTB, and look here. This is your equip load. This is where your weapon slot is. This is your build. Like, that makes more sense. But to me, the real like smoking gun is the fact that he's either a liar in everything else, or he's lying about how much he plays games. Because you will constantly see Elon Musk talking about how he is sleeping in his office because he's working hard on Twitter, called X, on Twitter, or on SpaceX or Tesla, and now he's living in Trump's backyard at Mar-a-Lago nonstop. How do you have time to do both? I know some people could say, oh, well, he have it set up at the places he goes to. But yeah, but even if you have it set up where you go to, you have to put the time in, right? If you've been working even a day away from the game, there's no way you reach that rank you reached and you're keeping it unless someone's been playing your account for you. And I know this seems completely stupid and who cares, but I think it's because the fact that it seems completely stupid and who cares that we should care, because this is about video games. This isn't even like real life. Like, he could just be like, yeah, I play Path of Exile on and off. I might be good at it. Okay, great. In fact, when I feel that better, I'm making a video about that topic of being great at video games. But the fact that he feels like he has to be the bestest at everything. He has the best Elden Ring build. He's the best Diablo 4 player. He's the best Path of Exile player. Like, it's obvious he's not. It's obvious. But because they consider Elon Musk to be based, they will ignore the most obvious of signs, to the point where it's gonna have to take like a big YouTuber or something to be like, oh, you know what? I think Elon Musk is actually full of shit. All right, so apparently, because I've been sick for a couple of weeks at this point, it feels like I missed out on a couple of things, and there were in fact people who are big YouTubers who were saying that he's full of shit. So I guess I sort of stand corrected, even though I did say that it would take that. But yeah, Hassan Piker said that, Moist Critical talked about him, even Asmongold. And I feel like if you're losing Asmongold, then like you're not good look for you, Elon. But yeah, I think it's pretty fair to say that he is a fucking fake gamer, and he didn't actually play his account. He definitely is either doing account sharing or just straight up just bought the account. Like, there's no other way. But just adding that in post, that yes, other larger people had in fact talked about this and reacted to it. I am late because I am sick. We are seeing in the gaming space so many people who do not actually live their truth, who don't actually either play the games they talk about or play to the extent they talk about, or even like the games they're talking about, right? Everything's for attention. And to his credit, Elon Musk can get a lot of attention quickly because he's the richest man in the world. But because he's the richest man in the world, I don't think anyone expects him to have thousands of hours in a game that's only like 2 weeks old. You know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense. You can't be playing this game at this level and then also running all these companies. It's one or the other. Unless you want to admit that maybe billionaires actually do the least amount of work because they just buy up shit and leave. Then I understand that. If Elon Musk comes out and says that he actually plays his games because he does no real work and lies about working, okay, I get that. But he probably won't. But you know what? The real reason I wanted to mention Elon Musk today is because he still is a perfect example of the kind of people I've been talking about, but it feels like forever now. Forget the fact that he has all the money in the world. Actually, you know what? Let's keep the fact that he has all the money in the world, okay? He is still just as desperate and insecure and attention-seeking as all these other fucking grifter losers you see. He is just as desperate for attention as someone like Indiamon or Grunt or Veridark, or the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Same sort of mentality too, right? Where it's you feel like you were slighted at some point and now you must get revenge, or you feel like you have to be like the best. Like, I'm the real gamer. You guys are fake. And it's like, bro, you are so desperate. You are so desperate to be liked, and it's sad. You're so desperate for attention from people whose approval you shouldn't be really seeking. It either is there or it's not, you know? Like, I personally don't even consider Elon Musk to be like a gamer, bro, to be completely honest. Even though he tries to put himself up at that, because I don't know if you guys remember, he was like, oh, I couldn't play Grand Theft Auto because you had to hurt police. And it's like, oh, bitch, are you serious? Like, that's why you couldn't play the game? Crazy. He must have hated that part in Fable where you could have kids and take care of them. But like, you're telling me you're this big tough gamer guy, you play fucking Diablo, you play Path of Exile, you play Elden Ring? Oh, but hurting the police is where I draw the line. In a video game? So you never played Grand Theft Auto? Like, bro, like, get out of here. Which also because he likes Cyberpunk, and you absolutely can just kill the police in that, but whatever. You commit crimes in there, but cool, Elon Musk. Cool guy. Yeah, I think he's a fake gamer. I don't think he played those games at all. I think he's paying someone maybe a lot of money. Maybe he's paying someone who's on the HP1 visa, which means he's probably paying them dog shit, but they can't leave, to play his games for him. But I don't think he's actually playing them because, again, there's just too much evidence to suggest that he's not doing it. But what do you guys think? You think I'm wrong and think that maybe I'm just a sick man, like literally, who wishes he was as cool as a gamer with Elon Musk? Or maybe he's just fucking lying and does this for attention because, again, he has to be like, I want to be real life Tony Stark and be cool and all that stuff. Okay, the video's now, it's done. The video's done.